Hey there, everybody.
Neither one of us were on stage this time.
I know. We were just messing with everybody, right?
I thought you were I thought you were gonna, in between that video and the start video, I thought you were gonna pop up, so I wasn't paying attention. I'm over in YouTube right now. I gotta fix our I didn't fix the whole live stream. But what's going on?
Dude, I have been learning a whole lot about the Stacks blockchain, which I mean I think is good. We actually in the list SNEC on Binance space that's been going on for 15 days now, man. RTV
that's
is
crazy.
really representing for all of Cardano. It's actually crazy. But I had Stacks, one of the really outspoken members of that community, come out and he didn't know much about Cardano. He was like, what are you guys doing over here that's like different than what's on ETH and everything else? And we learned a lot about a bunch of projects, man. I learned about, what was it, Stuff.io, right? Basically the spinoff from books.io, where they're trying to tokenize other things like real world stuff, arts and music and media.
Oh, okay.
So that like you could, if somebody makes some media on Stuff.io, you can purchase it and then use it however you want to use it, or you can like resell it or rent it to somebody and stuff like that. Like basically like you get the ownership of it. So like if somebody made an epic beginning video, right, we could purchase it from them from Stuff.io, and then it's ours to use however we want.
So kind of like a marketplace then, right?
Mm-hmm. 100%.
So, but a crypto marketplace. I mean, because when you're saying like intro videos, it makes me think of Envato Elements, where you can go on there and you have a subscription and then you can use anything they have, or you can buy just certain things direct.
Yep.
Okay.
Very similar, except you can buy it on the blockchain. There's no nobody else in between. She said,
Okay.
"Is it me or is there no sound?" You can hear me, right?
I can hear you.
Maybe there's no music, and that's maybe what's throwing her off. Let's see. It is hopefully just you, Jaleesa. Hopefully it's just you. Can we hear music? Maybe it's a little loud.
I have the channel. I have the channel brought up on another screen, and I can hear myself.
Eeh. Sorry, Jaleesa. Big love to you. So yeah, dude. She said, "Let me leave and come back. Hold the tea." All right, we'll hold the tea for Jaleesa. We'll make sure it's still hot and honey dipped for her. So let's see. So yeah, I've been learning a lot about Welsh and stacks, and so I was talking to one of the founders of Welsh, and it's possible that we might have them on to actually do a Welsh giveaway. And stacks is a layer 2 on the Bitcoin blockchain. And it's actually Welsh, Porgy Welsh has been up over 54% over the last month. So it might be a good time to receive a giveaway. You know, whatever you do with it after that is up to you.
We will definitely look at it when we go into Market Watch. You have the ticker, right? I know you sent me the link, but it'd be easier just to pull up the ticker on. Yeah. Hey, Jaleesa, I have people asking about merch in the chat. I made a couple. So just so everybody knows, Amazon.com, if you search JPG Empire t-shirt or JPG Empire tank top, those are the only 2 shirts we have on there. Those will probably be the only 2 shirts we have on there. Jaleesa is going to be opening a store, and we are going to be directing all traffic to her store. So once she gets it up and running, it will be the official JPG Empire merch store, I believe. I mean, I guess that's up to her. But we do have a couple things. I got the tank top in the other day. I posted a picture in Discord. Looks decent. I'm waiting on some merch that I made from Teespring, and we're trying to put together what we are going to bring to Rare Evo with us to give out to all you awesome people out there. So I just thought I'd chime in on that real quick.
Oi. Yeah, so my wife's got the day off.
She's sick, right?
Something like that. But anyway, so you all might hear some stuff in the background. Anyways, so what else I wanted to say is, guys, we are having a minting competition right now, and there's a real big lack of enthusiasm. So if you haven't gotten your Rare Evo tickets, we're actually giving away a general admission Rare Evo ticket where you're going to be able to see us, handsome gentlemen, as well as all of our favorite projects and founders. And so we're all going to be there, and it's in Las Vegas. What kind of excuse do you need to get to Las Vegas, right?
Right? Free admission ticket? I mean,
absolutely.
Come on, right?
All you got to do is mint a boss between today and Friday to be entered. And so far, there's only 2 entries. So, I mean,
not very many.
If you get like 2 mints in, you're like half of the entries. Right? And today, what day is today? Today's Wednesday. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's been pretty stagnant.
We're gonna pull the winner Friday night on our live stream. So.
Yep, absolutely.
What's going on, G Blades?
And we're gonna be giving away a Snackies. Look, a Snackies. Yep. Once we get, wait, how many views does it have right there?
888.
888. Almost 1,000.
Almost 1,000 views.
So then they did rate it. That's fantastic.
Yeah, they retweeted it, I believe.
Okay, fantastic.
And no, but I think they quote tweeted it, so people liking that one wouldn't affect ours.
Okay.
I don't know.
Even bigger. Even bigger. Even more reach. So let's see. What else do we have going on?
We need to figure out what we're going to do with this ape. We need to put a poll in.
Yeah, do we bridge it or not?
Yeah. I don't think there's a time limit on bridging, but we need to put a poll to see if people still want the ape. You know what I mean?
I mean, you're thinking just 1,000 ADA instead?
I don't know at this point. Ape's not even worth 1,000 ADA at this point.
Really? What?
Well, maybe what's that? $450, $440?
It's no floor price is 1,597.
Is there any volume, any activity though? That is the question.
0 volume in 24 hours.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
So,
Well,
I don't know.
You know.
Yeah.
Hey, but they got 7.3 ETH worth of volume on Magic Eden.
Didn't they have 7.3 yesterday?
Yeah. Probably the day before too. Okay, sorry.
Probably
All right.
the day before also.
yeah. Okay, we need to move on from this topic before we get killed by the apes.
We do have a name our platform contest going on in Discord. There's been a lot of cool names thrown out there. I think we'll give it till this weekend.
Yeah.
What do you say? So this weekend,
we give it to this weekend, and if I win because I'm the most creative and had the best idea out of everybody, then what we're actually gonna do is we'll carry that over to somebody that gave answers.
Well, we'll give it to the second place.
Second place?
It's the second place, yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
The free raffle to second place.
I was
so
say
this weekend,
everybody that contributed, and then we just throw them in a hat.
Well, no, just put it on because it's the name.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we're gonna pick 5 names. And we're not gonna pick 2 names from the same person. So it will be from 5 different individuals. John's will probably be in there because I really dig Ada Dash as a name for the platform. So, but we're going to pick 5 of the best names that have been put in there. And then we're going to put them in a poll. Right? And then we're going to put them in a poll. And we're going to run that poll, 72 hours?
Yes.
We'll run the poll for 72 hours. And the winner of the poll is what the dashboard will be named. And they will get a free entry into the monthly raffle. So, just so you guys know what we're looking for, preferably one name. You know what I mean? Not like 2 or 3 names. One name, preferably 2 syllables. Some of these have more. I mean, I even picked one that was more than 2 syllables as one of my favorites. And it cannot have pro or Y's in it because I've seen a couple in there that had pro and Y's in it. We are not going to bite on our friends over at Risk. So it has to be something totally
What about a nibble?
No, we're not going to nibble either. We're not going to nibble.
Speaking of Risk, dude, shout out to Johnny Tran, who's holding it down with me last night in the list snack on Binance Space. We were having a blast, cheesing, cracking up, man. I cannot wait until Rare Evo to see that man. When you looked at him, you would have thought, man, this guy's barely 20 years old. This young whippersnapper. But, dude, the guy's like over 40 with kids like 25 years old.
That's my kind of guy right there. My daughter's 25.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, like, you know what I mean? He's got that like indigenous blood, that like good blood. He's gonna look young forever.
Right.
He's gonna look, you know what I mean? Young and churlish. Shout out Johnny Tran. We love that man's.
Yes. So other than that, oh man, I'll tell you what, bro. Remember last night I told you I had you start the stream because I was looking at positions. I entered into some positions last night. I woke up this morning and I was like, whoa, take profit, take profit, take profit. Like across the board. It was nice. It got me
Jeez.
motivated. Got me motivated at the gym today. I'll tell you that.
Ooh.
But now it's tanking again. So who knows? We'll
Okay,
look into
so
that.
you took profit. That's good. So I guess let's go into a little bit of market watch. Let's see what's going on over there. Check out
All
Brett
right.
because Jaleesa loves Brett. She's been making a fat bag on Brett, flipping it up and
We
down.
will check out Brett.
She
I
been
did
whipping the
not
pot.
trade Brett last night. That one I didn't trade.
She been whipping the pot, stirring, flicking the wrist. What you know about that? What you know about flicking the wrist in a pot?
All right, so we bring up Coin Gecko here, and it looks like the market is up 1.7%, coming in at 2.69 trillion. So we're up. We had a pump overnight, but we're still lower than we were a few days ago because we were at like 2.7 the other day. Bitcoin dominance coming in at 51.4. I believe that's the same. ETH looks the same. Gwei is up at 10 Gwei. We have Bitcoin coming in at 68,118. Man, I think it touched 70. I took profit at like 69.8 on some of mine. I think it touched 70 today though. Ethereum 35.51. BNB back over 600 at 618. Solana coming in at 154. XRP at 49. Dogecoin at 14. Toncoin at 7.5. And Cardano, at least we're above 43 cents. We did hit 44.5. I know that because that was one of my TPs. So.
Oh my gosh, I just saw something ridiculous. I'll let you finish market watch before I get us like way sidetracked on a different freaking yeah.
All right,
Autism.
so biggest gainers tonight. We got Notcoin coming in at 17% injective. I love seeing that.
You said it was going to turn around yesterday. Woo. You said Notcoin was fit for a retracement, and you said 17%. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So injective 14%. I love seeing that. I'm gonna have to check my I just unstaked a bunch of injective, and that's perfect. I'm getting ready to sell it and roll it back into Cardano. Render up 13.9, Uniswap up 13, Fetch up 12, Stacks up 10. Speaking of Stacks up 10, BitTensor up 9.5. We got a lot of big gainers. Look at that. It's like the total opposite of yesterday, right?
Yeah, man.
And let's look at the losers. We only have one coin down more than 1%. And it's Floki. Down 6.6%. So the entire market's green. That's a good day in my book. You know what I mean? So that is the market. And probably be a good time to let everybody know.
Ooh.
We are changing it again.
We're going to keep changing it until we get 1,000 mother truckers in here every single night. So what you need to do is you need to like, repost, share with a friend, share with your mom, share with your sister. Like, subscribe.
Get your kids a YouTube account and have your kids subscribe to it.
Buy them a tablet so they watch this show every night.
I swear I'll try to quit cussing.
We're trying, but he's filling up that swear jar, man. Maybe we'll have a big giveaway. At the end of the year, it'll be like $20,000. Each one was $1 from each time the Desert swore on camera.
Right. Because, together we are Empire.
Empire.
Now, what we're going to be doing, we're going to bump it a half hour to 6 o'clock. Okay. I want to go 2 hours. John said you're crazy. You want to go 2 hours. So it may not be 2 hours.
Yeah, my marriage is on the rocks as it is.
Well, if you quit doing all this other stuff and just focus on this, there you go. That's only 2 hours out of your day.
Yeah, the problem is that if she's here, then it doesn't really matter what day it is. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's
There's
not going to be a problem here soon because you're going to be in the States shortly,
yes.
right?
Yeah, shortly. And yeah. Yeah, I can't even make any of the jokes because it's actually kind of sad. I'm gonna be away from my wife for a little bit,
Right.
but
I understand that.
I will be in the States, and the internet will be much better, much better.
And he said he will be buying a green screen.
I shall be buying a green screen. I can pick one up at Target. I can pick one up at Walmart. We don't got those in the Cayman Islands. We don't got those in Honduras.
Or
Finally gonna be
Amazon.
back- Or Amazon. Yeah, it's true.
Right.
That's true.
So we're gonna start at 6, and we are going to have more structure. What the reason? I know it's a little bit late for everybody on the East Coast. It bumps it up to 9 o'clock on the East Coast. I do apologize to everybody on the East Coast, but I need more time. I need more time to get the stream ready and to give you guys the product you deserve. You know, as it is right now, I come home from work and I'm hustling and I'm bustling, trying to get through what I got to get done at home before I can get on here, and it's taking away from what we can deliver to you guys. So that extra half hour will give me more time to get the articles situated, get everything up and running. And yes, we've told him that, G-Blades. I told him to get a piece of wood and paint it green, but he hasn't done that either. So,
well, yeah, I just want to say that we appreciate it, especially since we get to see the tie. Okay, listen. First of all, I want everybody to understand that when I get back to the United States, I have about 64 different colored ties. Right?
nice.
The swag is only going to go up from here. I only have 2 ties here in Cayman Islands. But when I get back, you're going to get the pink ones. You're going to get all the pretty colors. You're going to get the floral ones. You're going to get the tie-dye ones. Oh, my God. You all can't wait.
Pink?
The green ones.
Is it pink or is it salmon?
Oh, well, I mean, I have a pink one and a salmon one.
And a salmon one.
Yeah. I also got a fuchsia tie. We got the aquamarine seafoam green. You guys have no idea. My tie game used to be so tight. It's crazy. And yeah. And then I got a whole bunch more button ups than the 3 that I've been wearing and the one that I stole from my wife just now. That's why it's left-handed. Anyways, I wanted to share this because it makes me look. It's a hot ass pink. There we go. I'm sure it is. I figured John was a bow tie guy. I mean, I hope you're not questioning my masculinity there. I mean, just kidding. I think I have one bow tie probably, but that would be pretty swag-tastic, honestly.
Yeah.
But I want to share this, okay? This is what made me giggle a little bit, and I feel like it's kind of relevant. So let's see if I can do this. All right.
Realizaron los días 18 y 20 de mayo del presente año, aproximadamente a 880 y 800.
Damn, is that coke?
This is cocaine. This is $64 million cocaine.
El cordoncillo La Paz. En estas incautaciones,
and they're watering it with gasoline right now. That's what we're watching.
And that's not just coke. That's like pure coke.
That's the white.
That's before it's been stepped on. Yeah.
That's that smell good right there. I'll tell you what. But anyways, the point here
that's like the biggest freebase party ever.
Yeah, absolutely. So El Salvador just burned 2.7 tons of cocaine worth $67 million. Seems like a waste. They could have just flown. Right? So I'm not going to read that, right? Because I don't necessarily condone this attack here that's going on. I think it's a little out of place, but it made me giggle. I was just put aback because we haven't heard anything from the other guy for a little while. So when I saw that,
that's hilarious, though.
Put me back. It's no longer crypto wars, and the show and channel are now trading wars.
Okay.
with an S, and there is the revised logo.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah, I wonder what happened.
I like Crypto Keeper in them.
I do too. And then do we have... Well, we had somebody follow us recently. I think I sent him a message. Oh, dude, and I
Well, let's
watched...
not post your personal messages
Yeah, let's not.
on the internet, bro.
It's a good idea. They'll find out about the stuff I have going on. They'll tell my wife. It'll be a problem. I'm just kidding. She's always like, who are you messaging at this time of night? I'm like, I don't know. Some people in Australia, some people in Europe. And then she's like, tell me if something's going on. And then she'll like look at my Discord and she'll be like, look at this. It must be all women. And I'm like,
Right.
if only that were the case.
Even if it is a picture of a woman, it's probably still a dude.
Yeah, it's probably still a dude. Yeah, we do have some women in this space, But yeah, and Crypto Jesus, I cannot believe you are late, tardy. Some might say tardy.
Crypto Jesus. What is
sick.
this? I
He's
keep
awesome.
seeing you posting. You make music?
He does make music. I knew this actually a while ago. I've watched his music. I've seen some of his stuff. The first time I ever saw his name, I stalked him on YouTube and found some of his things. I actually think I saw one of his videos a little bit early on, and that was what...
Well, I seen a post saying he pulled it all and is selling it as NFTs, right?
Magic internet money friends is what I get. Yep. Don't be tardy to the party. There we go.
That's right.
And so, yeah, Crypto Jesus, tell us, where can we purchase your music and content and stuff that you've pulled from the internet and are now selling as NFTs?
Drop your link in the chat.
Yeah, we can have you on here someday too.
Yeah.
Just pick a day. So or I don't know, do you want to talk about the FOMC meeting? I kind of want to talk about this Voltaire.
Yeah, let's go over the CPI real quick.
Yeah.
And then we will go into Voltaire. Oh, but just back to we got off topic. So starting Monday, 6 p.m., new layout. I'm going to make some overlays. We're going to have it structured going along the bottom. We'll have our intro, our market watch, our headlines, we want to build this. We want to build this. And if we're going to be serious about it, we have to have the time. And we're going to do this. Because since you guys aren't minting bosses, the project's going to need another source of income. So it's going to have to be YouTube. So love it or hate it, you're stuck with us.
Yes. And we're not going to stop until SNEC is listed on Binance. And then we're still...
That's right. That's right.
Make sure you've signed the petition.
Prop working with Six City. Okay. Six City. I've heard of Six City.
I've heard of Six City.
I don't know who Newham is. Newham or Newham?
So my question is, do you know Shaggy? Shaggy is one of my favorite. Shaggy Rax is one of my favorite people in this space. He is very, very, very funny. He is a really interesting, great dude. But yeah, not all his content is family approved.
Family approved.
Yeah.
All right, let's just go over. We'll just hit the highlights on the CPI numbers.
Look at G Blades with the banger. He said it wasn't me.
Nice.
No, yeah, Shaggy's cool people. Shout out to Shaggy, big love.
Oh, okay.
Shouted us out.
So that's who he's in talks with.
Yeah,
nice.
Big love to that man.
Okay, so CPI numbers came out today and the FOMC, and we had Chair Powell speaking earlier today, and he essentially said nothing.
That's what he's good at. I mean, could you imagine getting paid $200,000 a year to go out in front of everybody like 4 times a year and then say nothing?
Yeah. He said absolutely nothing. He wasn't hawkish or dovish. He was like, well, the numbers and these are just our speculations. But I guess they cut it from 3 rate cuts this year down to 1. So I mean, they could just be saying that, but so the inflation eased in April, CPI monthly change. As you can see right here, this is the monthly change. Boom. It looks like we bumped up. I don't know why they only have April on here. But basically, we are still at all-time high financing rates, interest rates, and the consumer prices came in at 3.3 in May, year over year, down 1 point from expected at 3.4. Of inflation seen in April, and from a 4-decade high of 9.1% in 2022. I mean, we know all this. This is the stuff that I thought was cool right here. So, whoa, let's get that back up. Okay, so a pound of sliced bacon cost $6.82 in May, down from $7.40 in June of 2022. Which $6.82 is still ridiculous for a pound of bacon. That's still ridiculous.
It's a fair price. It's $18 here in the Cayman Islands.
18 Cayman dollars also, huh?
No. 18 US dollars. It's like 14 Cayman dollars.
Wow. So a dozen eggs, $2.70. That's only down a penny from 2022. Bananas are down 2 cents from 2022. Milk's down about 30 cents from 2022. Oranges only down a nickel. Gasoline is down right here. Still not down very much though. So a pound of white bread costs $1.97, and it's up from January 2022 at $1.69. Chicken is up from $2.01 from $1.83. So all you guys know that the CPI numbers, they're all fugazi. They're all fake. It seems like
you've been
every
listening
month.
To too much Eddie Cara.
Huh?
You've been listening to too much Eddie Cara. He's my favorite. And I feel like he says Fugazi so much, but it's always, every time he says Fugazi, it's like on point, like 100%.
Right.
Fugazi.
Me, it's from watching too many old gangster movies.
Fugazi. Oh, I love it, dude. Also, shout out Whimsy Estates. If you're not following at Whimsy_Estates on Twitter, you're doing it wrong. They are an RWA play that is awesome. And in response to G Blades, do you remember when the market went bonkers for these meats? And yes, and I think we're about to be back at that kind of area, which sometimes the movement is actually bad because you have other people selling to get to the meats. So we'll see.
Right. But this is not, I don't think Rare Evo is one. It's usually like Consensus and Bitcoin are usually the ones that are the big movers. And for some reason, my chair hasn't dropped in 3 days. All of a sudden, it wants to start dropping. So fix that real quick. But basically, we know the CPI numbers, they math it to death. They do what they want. They basically mold them to how they want them to fit. And then when nobody's looking, huh?
1 times 1 equals 2.
1 times 1 equals 2. Yes. Yes, Desmond. Yes. Or Terrence. So, and then when nobody's looking, they fix them. They'll be like, oh, the new numbers for February are actually, 2,000 unemployment instead of the 250 we said. So it's all basically BS. They're going to have to do some kind of rate cut here shortly because they just have to. There's an election coming up, and if they want the incumbent to win, they are going to have to do something about the economy. You can't keep peeing on people and tell them it's raining. Eventually, they're going to realize that it's not rain. You know what I mean?
I love it. What a good metaphor. We love that. Paints that vivid image in your brain.
Right.
Yeah.
So what is going on with Voltaire?
Dude, this is perhaps the most bullish thing in quite some time as far as Cardano, besides midnight. For a lot of reasons. But I wanted to explain what Voltaire is. And so first, we're going to look at the Cardano roadmap, right? So we've had these different basically stages in the life cycle of Cardano, and these have all been advancements, okay? So like Byron, Cardano is basically explains it's a third generation blockchain created from the ground up using research, peer reviewed, everything, rigorous formal development model. Anyways, what they were trying to accomplish here in the Byron era was actually creating the IOHK, like the Cardano Foundation, right? And so this was kind of like the first centralization period where they're trying to set all the different initiatives towards like the programming and then Ouroboros and the consensus protocols and basically all the different aspects of what makes Cardano fantastic. They were trying to like split their resources and direct the innovation there. Right. And then so Shelley was a move towards decentralization of the SPOs. And then so this is where the proof of stake network really comes into the forefront of what Cardano is really about, splitting up voting and everything. Then we have Goguen with the smart contracts, Basho, which was scaling. And this was just a really important part of scaling the network so that the UTXO model, which is unique and special to Cardano, actually could flourish and then bring more high performance. This is one of the reasons why we love Cardano, is actually the like way that information is transmitted on Cardano. They're able to do multiple different kinds of dynamic transactions all in one transaction, which is what Ethereum will be able to do once they complete sharding. So in that respect, Cardano is actually very far ahead of Ethereum, where people think that it's reverse. That's because they don't understand where Cardano started and where it is going and how it has actually skipped some steps by learning from the mistakes of Ethereum.
And this is the EUTXO model, right? That extended UTXO that allows them to like pull these different types of transactions, bring them together, and push them through in one single transaction.
Yeah. So this is basically like batching, right? Kind of like what Polygon and some of these other things do, but you're able to send one transaction with an NFT, with a token, with a message, with data, and you can do all those things at the same time in the same transaction, which is like a little bit bigger than some of these other blockchains allow you to do. And then so here, Voltaire is governance. What this is basically accomplishing, if you hear Charles on Spaces, he's always going to talk about the age of Voltaire and how big of a deal that this is. But it is a huge deal because what this does is it decentralizes the Cardano network and allows different kind of cohorts inside of Cardano to actually be like sovereign nation states. So this is where we have like the digital era of digital nation states that are sovereign. And basically you don't need to rely on any one particular part of Cardano in order to continue to move forward. So this breaks down governance so that these cohorts can actually make their own decisions and push different initiatives forwards for themselves individually, but also together, right? So you have that decentralization, the compartmentalization of innovation, but everything is still able to work together because of the structure and governance. And so this is a big deal. And so somewhere else where they're talking about this, right? That's a little bit of context. But watch your guru. Cardano set for Voltaire as interest in ADA spikes. Is $1 imminent? I personally think $1 is definitely imminent. But among the latest developments in Cardano is now heading closer to embracing its Voltaire era via a series of events. This new era for ADA is will play an elemental role in scaling Cardano's network capacity by injecting governance-centric components into the Cardano ecosystem. The following upgrade is one of the most pivotal upgrades of the ADA ecosystem, which is fueling hopes and hyping the Cardano community to gearing up for a massive parabolic run. Cardano's interest spikes as network expands its functionalities. Cardano's gearing up for the widely anticipated Voltaire era. Hoskinson shared his latest tweet details on how June will be a crucial month for ADA as the change reaches node 9.0. So it looks like June will be the month that the Cardano node will reach 9.0. This means that Cardano is Chang fork ready, waiting for 70% of the SPOs to install the new node. Then a hard fork can occur, pushing Cardano into the age of Voltaire. It's the most significant milestone in history of Cardano and for the industry as a whole. Cardano will be the most decentralized civilization spanning the entire world with millions of residents. We'll have the most advanced blockchain governance system, annual budget and treasury, and the wisdom of our entire community to guide us. And so this is why this is huge, right? Per sentiment, Cardano continues to dominate the trending crypto chart as its ecosystem is busy injecting elements like smart contracts, NFTs, and growing ADA decentralization into the play. And then it says the most rising coins in social interest to start the week are Bitcoin and Cardano. And so the fork... Yep. Go ahead.
Is there a date? I know it's supposed to be in June, but is there a date when that 70% is going to be complete?
So it's a specific block height that this occurs at, similar to the
halving.
Similar to the halving, yeah. And then so as of the 9th of June, we were at 70%, or almost to 70%.
No.
No,
because that means that is ready and waiting for 70% of the SPOs.
Gotcha.
But do we have a specific epoch that this is going to happen
at the specific height? Let me actually find out what that height.
Well, go ahead. No, finish reading that and I'll look right here. Okay,
perfect. So Cardano $1 price path. Okay, wait. So you know how there's a project everyone is ignoring, but that project is constantly building and building behind the scenes? Everyone busy buying meme coins on centralized blockchains that they won't even see Cardano coming and changing the crypto narrative with decentralization. This is kind of funny because they got a space bud there, and nothing against space buds, but they are an art project. So Cardano's $1 price path. The Chang hard fork deployment will usher in a horde of functionalities for the ADA ecosystem to tinker with. To begin with, the Cardano community will be able to access exclusive governance features. The development entails access to voting and treasury, which will fuel collective decision-making and efforts to bolster the network. So Chang upgrade number 1 will deploy governance features on Cardano, initiating the technical bootstrapping phase outlined by CIP 1694. This phase sets the stage for decentralized voting, governance actions, and more. Chang upgrade number 2 takes place at CIP 1694 out of the technical bootstrapping phase, unlocking the final features of on-chain governance, including delegated representative participation and treasury withdrawals, the Cardano forum later shared. Such positive developments, changes are capable of catapulting Cardano to a new height, helping the token finally claim its coveted $1 mark per coin market cap. ADA is currently sitting at 42 cents, down 1% in the last 24 hours. So if that's true, what better price to buy a boss at than 42-cent Cardano? You know?
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
buy them while they're cheap.
Way more expensive at $1.
So I'm looking. The only thing I'm finding is Q2. I'm not finding a specific date. A specific date or epoch. So I guess we just have to wait.
I found in June.
Right.
I know.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
can't find.
Let's see. No, it just says in June. So we're waiting to hit 70% of the stake pool operators.
Yeah, so they're ready to implement. They just have to do it.
I wonder if you can find how many.
CoinDesk. Cardano node. Let's see. Cardano's Voltaire phase, the final stage of the roadmap, set to occur in June. Cardano node will 9.0. About it. The blockchain will evolve into a backward incompatible version. Yes. As it says, it looks like June will be the month that Cardano node will reach 9.0. That means the Chang hard fork ready and waiting for 70% of SPOs to install the new node. Then the hard fork can occur. We'll have the most advanced blockchain. This is everything that you just said, basically.
Yeah. So as it turns out, the Chang hard fork will occur in June. That's what we learned. We've looked through like 7 articles individually and together, and June is when the Chang hard fork will happen. So we might see $1 ADA this month.
That would be awesome. Now I just need my injective to finish unstaking so I can put it into Cardano.
Yeah, if Cardano hits $1, oh my god, we're dropping that platform today.
Right? For sure.
Yeah.
So, all right. Another thing everybody's been waiting on and talked to and asked us about yesterday was the ASI upgrade. They have kicked the can down the road, and it will now be July 15th. So they put out this little bit of report. Artificial Superintelligence Alliance announces revised timeline for token merger. The ASI is dedicated to the successful and seamless integration of our anticipated token merger. Today announced a revised date for ASI token merger, moving from June 13th to July 15th. So then they go in and they talk about it here. This scheduled adjustment is necessary to accommodate the logistical requirements and technical dependencies of exchanges, validators, and broader ecosystem collaborators. Well, I mean, they already knew about it, so you know what I mean? Yeah. Why now? Why now are they
They probably thought they could just flip a switch and then realized it wasn't that easy.
Right. The preparation phase for the token merger involves managing complex integrations, careful coordination, and attention to numerous moving parts. Once again, all of this they already knew before they announced the first date. These third-party dependencies are critical to the smooth execution of the token merger process, and ensuring that all stakeholders' needs are adequately met is paramount. While this delay is unfortunate, it is a strategic decision to ensure the token merger is carried out with the highest standards of accuracy and efficiency. Do you think they're waiting for the tokens to pump a little bit?
I don't, because I think that they're going to instant sale whenever it goes for the price that they've said that it's going to go for.
Right.
So, I mean, like, maybe they have to, like, put everybody off just a little bit so that way they can comfortably sell off harder.
Maybe. I don't know. So the schedule is, originally the plan was for FET to be renamed to ASI today, June 11th, followed by the token merger on June 13th. On July 15th, FET, AGIX, and Ocean will merge into new ASI token. The steps. Current status. The existing FET, AGIX, and Ocean tokens will continue to trade on exchanges independently. Future steps. Once third-party integrations are finalized, the ASI token will be launched, and FET, AGIX, and Ocean will cease to trade independently and merge to the ASI token. So if you are holding it on an exchange, it will cease to trade, and it'll be renamed, and I'm sure you'll get a proportionate amount of whatever the conversion rate is. Support will be provided to the official FET, AGIX, and Ocean channels, as well as the ASI channel. Token contracts, migration contracts, and all possible audits will be shared this week. While the finalization of the ASI token merger is now scheduled for July due to necessary adjustments by our partners, the commitment and vision driving the alliance remains stronger than ever, says, I'm not going to say that name, and chairman of ASI. This temporary delay does not impact the substantial progress we have made towards creating a decentralized superintelligence network. Our teams are actively working with centralized exchanges to finalize the remaining steps. We appreciate the continued support, blah, 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 blah. While working through these complexities of executing this unprecedented token merger, noted Ben Gertzel, founder of the CEO of AGIX, we have at the same time been advancing towards integration of our respective AI and blockchain technologies. The finalization of the three-way tokenomic merger on July 15th will be a major milestone, and we anticipate a series of progressively more exciting milestones after that as we leverage our ASI token-based network and move towards increasingly capable AI systems in time, actual superintelligence. And then they go on, we appreciate, blah, 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 blah. Token holders are assured that no action is required on their part at this time. The ASI token merger remains firmly on track, and no further delays are anticipated. So they just go on and they talk about, we've already went over this, what AGIX is, what Fetch is, and then what Ocean Protocol is. So that is so bad. I don't know why I'm tired. I didn't really do anything today.
Sheesh.
Had a hard workout this morning, but I didn't really do anything per se at work.
My boss said he was going to call me to tell me that business is slow because it's the slow season. And so he's probably just going to be like, hey, business is slow. But he hasn't called me yet. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Kind of funny.
But does he know you're leaving?
Yeah. I think so. I mean, like, even if he doesn't, like, I'm leaving. So, I mean, it's okay.
Well, right.
I'll be back with my mommy and daddy for a little while. Like, every grown man loves to be back with his mommy and daddy because you don't always get to spend time with your mommy and daddy.
That's right. You never know. You never know. So what else you got over there? I got the that Palm economy. You want to go over that since you looked into it a little more?
Okay, so yesterday, which actually after this, if we don't get a response back from the pending meeting that we have, which I sent a message about, then I will hop back into the SNEC space because I see Johnny Tran over there and I have to give him a hard time. But the Palm economy was in the SNECI space, and basically Palm economy is an RWA play, but not an RWA play like Whimsy, not an RWA play like Lofty, not an RWA play like any of these RWA plays that you hear about. Palm economy, which I'm going to share the page right now, is actually tokenizing commodities like rice, like corn, like produce. So this is like huge because it has a lot to do with supply chain management. Look, you can get different kinds of teas. You are actually able to be the broker. Like if you can find somebody that's supplying these things and connect the seller and the buyer, you can collect fees, right? And so how Palm Economy empowers the Palmyra economy, Palmyra offers an innovative full-service supply chain solution specifically designed for semi-fungible commodities with limited traditional capital market access. Our platform features the native Palm token, which recycles protocol fees to facilitate a user rebate fee system. Okay, the basic thing that this is saying.
Close some of your other tabs.
Am I muting?
Yeah, you're glitching out pretty bad. So close some of your other tabs.
Yeah, I'm closing out these other tabs. Am I still?
You're better now.
Okay. Yeah, I just closed like 20 of the 85. But so
actually, no, you're not better now. I think it's this website, but that's all right. Go ahead.
So Palm Economy, they're basically putting like commodities, large scale economies on the blockchain. So you're going to be able to access this market and buy and sell commodities kind of like you do in the futures and options markets, except for there's actually going to be somebody to receive these on one end. So it's creating a market for all of these different produce and different things internationally. And it's pretty bullish. I think that this is a super good use case, connecting international markets with blockchain on Cardano to sell different kinds of commodities.
Okay.
Yep, I think it's bullish.
So is it like a logistics thing?
Yeah, so it's like a supply chain management thing, but also you are connecting the buyers and the sellers of these goods. So if you are in a isolated part of Indonesia and you have some kind of rice that you sell, you can connect yourself with a buyer of that rice. The same thing could be done with so like somebody had brought up that you could do it with weed in California as well, because the cannabis market is another market that is huge and there are buyer and sellers on both sides. And with this decentralized economy, you can connect the buyers and the sellers of large produce. And what I'm saying is this is not anybody can buy weed on the blockchain. This is if a dispensary needs to find a source of cannabis for their dispensary in Maryland, they can connect with people that are growing it in California and Portland and different places like that. And that's where that would come in there.
Well, they can't do that with weed. Not yet. You can't bring weed across state lines.
You
it's
can
still
say
a federal
that.
offense.
You can say that, but
I can say the legality of it is yes, you cannot.
But
whether
dispensaries in Maryland,
you can do whatever the heck you want.
Dispensaries in Maryland sell Californian weed, and so what I'm saying is there have to be some ways around that. You know what I mean?
It's just the strain, bro.
No, dude.
They grow it in Maryland.
No, dude.
You're talking about like some good OG bud or something like that?
No, I'm saying like the Cookies brand weed. They sell it in Maryland, and that's specifically grown in California.
Well, right. The Cookies brand. So that's a brand. That means they have a company in Maryland.
I don't believe that, dude.
They don't, bro. I'm telling you, they are not shipping weed or flying weed from California to Maryland. That's extremely
you have to be mindful
illegal
of the states you travel through, but you can go state to state. And let me tell you what, I used to get it, and UPS used to drop off pounds at my house and at my friend's house.
Well,
to our doors in a box.
When it was illegal.
UPS.
That's when it was illegal.
Anyways,
but I'm just telling you that's against federal law.
Yeah, USPS is the best. They make sure it gets there on time. You just have to make sure that it's one of those like quick delivery 24-hour things. Be very careful. Don't do this. Don't try this at home, guys. You'll go straight to jail. I promise. But anyways, yeah, so it has to be a driver. Look, that's what I knew. Cookies, yes. Look into Delta 8 versus Delta 9. Okay, so here's my problem with Delta 8 and Delta 9. I just have to say, I do not believe in vegetarian cannabis. I apologize. Vegetarian cannabis is not what I believe in. I am as long as the THC is decarboxylated and you
The short answer is no. Marijuana remains illegal under federal law, and transporting it anywhere could result in federal criminal charges. Even if the Fed turns a blind eye, transporting marijuana across state lines is illegal.
I'm just saying it happens, bud. It happens. It's how they make it work.
Yes.
It's how the movers and shakers make it work.
I understand that. But to be less illegal, they can just have another distribution center in Maryland, bro.
Or just send it through USPS. I always got it there on time.
Send it through, yes. Let's send metric tons of weed through USPS.
Okay, wait. Okay, so the Delta 8 versus Delta 9. Cookies brand has helped shape the ambition or the definition of hemp versus cannabis. Okay, yes.
The only reason there is a Delta 9, I believe, because that's legal in Texas or something like that. And it's something to do with like it's weed, but it like doesn't turn into weed until you like smoke it or some shit like that. Until it's like been burnt, it doesn't actually change its chemical makeup. So that's how they like gotta skirt the laws in Texas. I can't remember exactly.
Lisa, look, she's saying we might have to have a talk. She said, you cannot, not the USPS. Well, I'll tell you what. Back in the day when black people were getting hooked on crack left and right, I will tell you it was USPS shipping that into those poor black neighborhoods. And you can look that up at its history. And the government sent it out. Okay? The government did it. Okay? The Tuskegee experiment. Don't even get me started.
The USPS was shipping the drugs for the Tuskegee experiment.
No. They were shipping the drugs to get the people in the poor neighborhoods hooked on drugs, and then they also had the Tuskegee Airmen experiment where they shot these black men up with syphilis. They told them they were going to cure them of syphilis, and actually all they did was give them sugar pills and watch them die.
Yes,
anyway,
they did.
Trust your government.
They did do that.
Don't get into crypto. Do not self-sovereign your own money. Trust the banks. These people have your best interests at heart, as always.
You're gonna get the showcase. Well, prior to 9/11, John is correct. Prior to 9/11, I'm old enough to remember prior to 9/11, you could ship anything through USPS.
Yep.
Anything. Because there was no Department of Homeland Security. There was no, you be surprised on what you could ship through USPS.
Still can. But when you ship over a couple $1,000s in cash, you need to wrap it in aluminum foil, put it in a Ziploc bag, suck the air out, and then put it in a vacuum seal bag, and then put it in one of the 24 hours, like the express ship.
Right.
Yeah. Just kidding. You can't sell cash. You can't send cash through USPS. They would never let you do that.
Why can't you do that?
You're not allowed to sell. You're not allowed to send cash in envelopes through. Like if it's over a certain amount, you can't. You're not.
I'm sure if it's over a certain amount. Yeah, because I've sent cash in a freaking birthday card all the time.
Yeah. You can do that, but once it gets over $1,000, a couple $1,000, once it's like a couple times a week, once it's like 10 grand a couple times a week, you can't do that. You better be paying your taxes on that. I'll tell you what.
That's a little different.
I'll tell you what.
I was still trying to figure out 7th grade.
Dude, my favorite joke, my favorite meme on the internet. Oh my god, actually, that just reminds me. I just literally Okay. My favorite meme on the internet is when they're like, it's like, damn it. In 2009, I should have been buying a house instead of focusing on what I was doing in 6th grade. Like, not
Right.
taking
Oh,
my life
yeah.
seriously, dude. That is the
Yeah.
funniest thing to me because, like, you think about it, everybody that bought a house around that time, like, they are up hard, right? And then everybody else that is actually my age around this time, the idea of owning a house one day is laughable. And if you actually do it, it like sucks for you the whole time. Like the
Yeah.
whole time. I've actually been reading all these articles lately coming out where they're trying to convince us that owning a house is lame and that we don't want to do it anymore, which is phenomenal. Hold on. Well, I mean, like, hold on. Let me get this article.
You're correct. I'm just saying I kind of agree with that.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, like, honestly, like,
I
met
love
a guy who is a tech startup guy.
right.
He lived in an amazing house, big house by the water, and Crypto Jesus, if you're really a homeowner, you know, I'm not gonna say anything negative, right? I appreciate you. I'm just jealous, bro. I'm just jealous. I live
have
with
two-
my wife, dude.
I have
I wish
two,
okay.
I have two trains of thoughts on the idea. Being used to be a homeowner, now a renter. The homeowner was awesome because I loved working on the house, you know, making it my own and doing what I wanted to do to it. The only thing that sucked is when something broke, I had to do something about it. AC goes out, anything like that, I have to fix it. Okay. So being a renter now, the downfall is I can't do anything to the house. I can't put a dog door in the wall. I can't like change the landscaping. I can't change the patio. But if anything breaks, I pick up the phone and it's fixed. You know what I mean? So there's two schools of thought on the idea.
Oh, but anyways, what I was saying is the tech guy, he's paid $6,000 a month in rent. And I was like, damn,
Right.
wouldn't it make more sense to get a house? And he was like, no, because like I can claim so much with taxes, right? And this is technically my office now because we're a tech company, right? And I was like, man, that's crazy. You know, he's thinking levels ahead of what I was thinking about. But anyway, so these articles are starting to come up. So you will own nothing and be happy is the theme that they told us, no, that's never going to happen. And then articles like this come to make you more comfortable with never owning anything. Very interesting. So they're saying owning a home isn't the American dream. It's a maintenance nightmare, and it's not even a good store of value. So then here they proceed to convince you to never try to own a home anymore.
Well, here's the thing. Look at it this way. If you buy a $400,000 house, right, and you put 20% down, so that means you finance 320 grand, right? So you're financing 320 grand. I mean, right now it would probably be 7 or 8%, but say you finance it at like 5%, right? And you do a 30-year fixed at 5% on 320 grand. By the time you pay that house off, you'll have made probably $500,000 or $600,000 in payments. Okay, so now you've essentially put $600,000 or $700,000 into purchasing this house. Okay, now if that house that appraised at 400 grand doesn't appreciate another 300 grand just to break even, then it's not a store of value. That's what they're getting at. And the price difference of the money that you put into that, if you were to put it in, say, I don't know, Bitcoin, you could have a lot more money. I couldn't buy a house for the amount I pay. This house right here that I'm in right now, I could not purchase this house with 20% down and pay as little as I pay right now for the rent.
So
If I put, Yeah.
G Blades right here. I'm a homeowner. It's a lot. I feel poor sometimes. Wife and kids, that's life. He says mortgages are a way of banks selling their debt, and that's true. Somebody has to buy the debt.
Yeah.
And then what Crypto Jesus is saying, for me, it's about freedom and a choice to make my own decisions. I've always had high anxiety under somebody else's roof. Personally, have authority problems. I 100% feel the same way myself.
Okay. Well, you don't own that house. You don't own that land.
Stop paying taxes on your freaking house, Crypto Jesus.
saying.
See how quickly they take it from you, sir. That's what the desert's getting around to. But looking at G Blades and Crypto Jesus right now, like I'm starting to think that maybe I need to move to Canada so that I can own a home one day.
You can't afford a home in Canada. I don't think anybody can afford a home in freaking Canada. Oh my goodness.
75% taxes or something like that. Right?
Yeah.
Anyways,
some ridiculous amount. I don't know. I like my private health care. That's all I'm saying.
No, but I love you, G Blades. I love you too, Crypto Jesus. You all are both making incredible points, to be honest.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's nice, you know, and I will probably buy property in the future. But it'd be like property, and then I will give it over to a rental property company to manage for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or most likely somebody like Whimsy or something like that. You know what I mean? Now, if I could buy land, build what I want, and be up in the mountains, that might be a little bit different, but that's not my life's goal. My life's goal is a freaking 45-foot Class C, Super C motorhome with a 30-foot car trailer on the back of it, with a big-ass YouTube studio, cruising America, doing what I want when I want, jumping on YouTube and BSing with John and bringing infotainment to all you fine people out there. That is my goal.
So listen, everybody, it's about, do you want to keep going? We can keep going a little bit, but
I mean, it's up to you. We can go for a little bit longer.
Okay, because that call, I haven't gotten a response about it, so maybe whatever. Might be not.
Did you not get a...
I did not.
Yeah.
But Crypto Jesus, you're gonna have to come on the show with us sometime. We will allow you to come on. We will not tell you to come on. How about that for them authority issues? And Delise, you know, we would invite you on if you weren't driving 4 hours of traffic every day after you get off work. You know what I mean? During the weekdays when we actually have the show. So
I just looked in platform name competition.
Yeah.
And the name that was put forth was Top Signal.
That was Top Signal.
Signal and Top Signal.
Oh
yes, and Tools. Because I had made a comment in there that we want to stay away from Wise and Pro. And yes, we also want to stay away from Tools, because we don't want to be biting on any of them.
Well, we'll just be like Empire Wise Tools Pro.
There we go.
There's my submission. Empire Wise Tools Pro.
There we go. That'll work. Screw it.
All right. So let me see what else we got here. Let's hit one more, and then I gotta get out.
Everybody hit the like button. I put a poll in chat. I see 5 votes, and everybody said yes. And we have 7 people watching. So I don't know.
7 people watching. We have 49.
Well, on YouTube.
Okay.
We got 7 people watching on YouTube, but only 5 people have hit the poll. I put a poll up in YouTube asking if they hit the like button. Only 5 people answered it. But that could, who knows? It's YouTube.
I hope
you never know what's going on with YouTube. Huh?
I hope Sedgy voted. Saw him at the beginning.
Right.
I haven't seen him since.
I'm looking at the YouTube. There's like a freaking 6-7 second delay That's a huge delay between us and YouTube.
Oh, that's wild. That's why sometimes I watch their That's why sometimes I see their responses late.
Right. There you go.
Come on, YouTube. We love you forever. Hit that like button.
All right. We got 7 watching on there. Started stream 7. This is the first time I've ever brought up YouTube while we were streaming. So what kind of topics, what kind of segments? Man, my chair is getting lower and lower and lower. I think starting Monday, I'm also going to stand up for the stream.
I think I want to hit that. I want to get to that place. But what I have to say right now is I got to go to the grocery store with my wife.
All right. You heard it, folks.
Yeah. It's not
I guess we will not.
I just respect her.
Right. Yes, I am shrinking, Jaleesa. I am shrinking. Damn chair keeps getting lower and lower. I'm just gonna have to put the desk in the stand-up position and do it from stand-up.
All right.
So,
thank you everybody for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow night. It's gonna be a fantastic time. I'm excited to see what news we have for you. Remember, we have the minting competition going on right now. So anybody that mints a boss from now until Friday has an opportunity to win a general admission ticket to Rare Evo, where they will get to see us handsome gentlemen and a bunch of other handsome gentlemen and even some ladies. Ladies also go to Rare Evo. There'll be probably a lot more ladies at Rare Evo than there were at NFT NYC. But
you know what we didn't cover tonight that we need to cover tomorrow night?
What is it?
JPEG store lending platform.
Oh yeah, we're using Levy.
Oh yeah, I'm using Levy. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't like JPEG store to begin with, but it's the only one in town.
Yeah,
so
it's true.
But yeah, we still got to cover it though. I mean, it's
huge. They're basically trying to bite off the Angel Finance thing.
Well, they were already. It's not like.
Yeah, I know.
It was already in the works, bro. You
I
can't
know.
say.
They're lame because they don't actually have all the other projects on there that Levy does. So, you know.
You would think being JPEG store, every project would be available.
Yeah, it's true. Maybe not though, because of the rugs and stuff.
Well, every verified project, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who knows? All right. We will see you tomorrow night, everybody. Remember, hit that like button, subscribe, share this with a friend. If everybody does that, we will have more watchers. We love you all, and good night.
To all, good night.